Hey gang, target species for the month of March. Water temps are usually just about perfect in March, anywhere from 68 to 74 degrees normally. And what happens in March a lot of times is we get a big push of speckled trout. This month, for sure, we've gotten that big push. And what that does is it puts just giant schools of speckled trout on almost all of your deep water grass flats from the south end of Tampa Bay all the way up, all the way up around St. Joseph Sound and Clearwater, all those areas. So speckled trout is definitely a target species this time of year. I love to throw artificials for them, MirrOlure Little Johns. The Trout Magic lure from Strike King is phenomenal. I love throwing Marsh Minnow Junior. That smaller profile for speckled trout on the flat is phenomenal. If you're targeting big gator trout, normally this time of year we find a lot of those bigger fish get up very, very shallow. So I like to throw something weedless, either a Little John XL or maybe a MirrOlure Provoker, and I try to slide those baits, real nice and easy and quiet through the grass up on some of the shallowest, darkest bottom grass flats that you can find. And mullet, obviously a big key for all of our game fish, but for speckled trout, especially this time of year, definitely paramount. On a flat, especially if you're looking for those big ones, you're not going to find big speckled trout hanging on grass flats, shallow areas where there isn't any of those big mullet up there milling around. They use those big mullet for cover. Also, those big mullet mill around in the grass and they kick up crustaceans and they make for easy feeding opportunities for big, hungry speckled trout. So the month of March, target species, speckled trout. Now, they'll eat a big white bait too. If you're a live bait guy, they'll eat a shrimp. That's the nice part about speckled trout. Season is still closed on them until May of 2021, so make sure you use good catch and release methods. If you catch a monster, get your hands wet, make sure your gloves are wet, whatever, and real quick, get a photo, put that fish back in the water. Those fish are really important to the fishery right now. They're full of roe, and trout reproduce and grow very quickly, and they reproduce often, so that's a good thing about speckled trout. But the month of March, look for some speckled trout on a flat near you.